Okay, my opinion on this game. Okay, we've played it through the prologue, and we've done the single player at least once and won a battle. Just to give a brief review of it, it is an interesting game. I do kind of like it, but they do feel like they need to get some extra, like, they've got to, like, tweak some things there, okay? For one, when you're playing against AI, a lot of times I just want to skip and get used to the game and get used to the mechanics of it, and I don't want to have to see the fights over and over again there. Like, if I'm playing against other opponents, yeah, fine, you can take your time on it, but, like, it has to go through each one of those there. I don't really see an option in here to go into the gameplay. Board, normal, short, disabled, burn down only. Quick eye turns, probably should turn this on. But, like, there's no option to, like, okay, if I want to take a look at it once in a while, that's, like, an option. So, I want to have a skip key is basically what it would come down to. But you can, like, basically turn this on or off. Kind of wish I knew that halfway through the game there and all that stuff. But, you know, controls, there's nothing here for me to, like, zoom or skip or anything else like that. Secondly, I feel like some of the, cards that they had were kind of, like, they don't tell you really what they were. This one here, Wild's Warning, grants evade until the next turn. Well, I don't really know what evade is. So, what am I supposed to do with that, right? Yeah, I have a couple other things here as well. Sorry, just one other thing I was trying to point out here. Grant Scout. Again, some of the Scout stuff might need to be, like, mentioned so people can realize what it is or what it isn't. I'll just want to go through this here just to show off some of the cards here. Other things with it, interesting boards, but I kind of feel like I want to have a larger board. I mean, I know that the way that the game is set up with 4 people, it's meant to make it so people have to run into each other, but I currently don't see, like, the current things with them is, like, it doesn't show, like, more of the, like, area and all that stuff. The single player has an interesting prologue that kind of gets into something here, like a nice story about how the king has gone insane. People need to go in and do something about it, and interesting story on that. But it misses voice acting. It misses any type of after story after you beat the game, and doesn't, like, mention, like, you know, if you've been corrupted by the rot, what does that affect? If you kill the king, how does that react? Like, I would like to see something, at least in the single player, like an ending type thing to go with, like, winning a battle, to give them an option. Or even losing a battle, like showing, like, oh, this person got it. Okay, here's the result of the kingdom. That's like an extra little thing to tack on the end of it. Let's see, what else? Interesting characters that you can choose from. I could say that as well. Interesting, like, items here as well that you can grab, I guess. And again, I've only played this for a little bit here. I might try to play it a little bit more in the future, just to show it off a little bit more. Multiplayer, as you can see, you have skirmishes and you have ranked as well, which automatically go away. And they have a whole new, they are updating this, they are putting new stuff into it, so I do hope to see more interesting stuff on top of it. I would like to see custom heroes if possible, like maybe even custom avatars if possible, but I can understand why that would be an issue if that might, like, you know, people would try making their own, like, character that'd be kind of offensive or something like that. But it'd be interesting to see, like, a custom character that you could download from the workshop or something like that if people had the experience to do it. Let's see. What else can I say? I mean, it is an interesting game. I will give it that. I would like to see more to, like, the general stuff of it, because right now it just feels kind of simple in certain aspects there. I mean, it is an interesting game when you take a look at all the stuff that you can put into it, but, like, just like to see more into it, you know, more stacked on top of it. Also be interested to see other game modes. So, like, you know, right now we're kind of like moving from like area to area, trying to get all these like, you know, 4 different win scenarios to be able to take the king out. But I kind of see that you could take in and like add more stuff on top of this. Something like you go into a dungeon or something like that, and maybe you're looking to get, you know, some item in there. Maybe they'll have a dungeon crawler type map to it, where people have to fight the Banes as they go exploring into it, and basically each one of them are going for a treasure at the end. I don't know, just something to add into it. But that's like at least my first impressions of it. I may play this off stream a little bit more, see if I can get into it a little bit more. But I can say from a streamer standpoint, unless you have a really dynamic personality, I could see it can be kind of boring at times watching through this if you watch through this entire episode, going through some of it. But that's kind of how it is. Anyways, guys, that's kind of my review of this game for the first night that we played it. I may again try playing it another night. May try doing some stuff in the background to understand a little bit more of it. If I do, and I kind of get a better handle and quicken things up a little bit, may play it on the stream again. But that's kind of my thoughts on it right now. Hope you enjoyed. All right, guys. Like I said,